Today is March 13th, Lonely Pine Bee Farm. Been a while since I made a video. I had some family issues last year, which didn't give me a lot of time to focus on the bees between work and some family issues I had. But you know, things happen sometimes in life, and you just pretty much gotta let God deal with it, do the best you can, and just hang on, So, but anyway, getting to the video. Today is the 13th day of March, and as you can see, it is probably in the mid 70s down here in Greensboro, Georgia, Greene County. And as you can see, the bees are busy, busy, busy. I got a new phone a few months back, and it's got a slow-mo and a super slow-mo on it. So I'm going to do some videos here in a minute. But there are a lot of bees coming in with pollen. Like I said, technically we're in the second week of March, and they are bringing in pollen like you wouldn't believe. As you can see the activity. I mean, they are wide open. I have got two feeders, two 1-gallon sugar syrup feeders sitting over there, and they have not touched it a bit. So obviously there is plenty of nectar out there for them to be getting, because they ain't paying that sugar water a bit of attention. Even though I kind of do have some bad news. That hive right there, that hive and that hive. Going into the end of last year, I actually went in them and checked, and I felt, that they had enough honey in there to run them. Time I got through with all my family issues that I had going on, it was kind of late in the year to be feeding any liquid sugar syrup, and it was just raining every day. I mean, since November, there has been very few days that it has not rained, and I lost them two hives. Missed my first time, since I've been doing this in almost 3 years, that I lost a hive, and it was heartbreaking. It really was, to see all them bees. They starved to death. So I learned a valuable lesson. No matter what, at least even if you think they got enough to go through the winter, give them some sugar. Give them some sugar syrup. Give them some the hard anything you can give them to help them get through. That was 2 deeps, and like I said, when I went through that box right there, that first one, that one on the right that you're seeing right there, when I went through that box, they were pretty heavy. I mean, it was either brood or honey pollen, one or the other. I mean, every frame was just about filled up, so I just assumed that they had enough to go through the winter. They didn't. They died out. The same as that one over there on the far right. That one right there. I mean, I could do this, see if I can zoom this up without. But as you can see, all the dead bees on the ground. Like I said, it was heartbreaking for me, just because it was my first loss. But anyway, the 3 that I have remaining, I hadn't been in them yet. I thought about going into them because this one's 4 boxes, and with them bringing in that much pollen, from what I'm understanding and what I'm learning about beekeeping, when they're bringing in that kind of pollen, the queen she's starting to lay. And I definitely don't want them swarming on me like they did last year. I had one hive swarm out so bad, they pretty much swarmed themselves to death. I missed 2 swarms that came off of that one hive. They were 3 boxes deep, and they were packed. I was going to actually use that for my honey production hive, and they swarmed like crazy. So anyway, I'm thinking about going into them today, and just kind of making sure everything's good with them. Pulling off a couple of boxes if I can, pulling out any empty frames that don't need to be in there. Get them down to a manageable. I left them 4 boxes high going into the winter because they had built up that big. So we'll probably just go through them. Just make sure, pull out any, try to get them back down to 2 boxes to where I could put my honey supers on here in the next few weeks, and where maybe I can get a little honey out of them. But anyway, like I said, it's Lonely Pine Bee Farm. Here's my other 2 hives. They're doing fairly well, as you can see. But like I said, I'm going to do a little video here in a minute, and I'll post both of them back to back. They'll pretty much be the same day, just to show the amount of pollen that they're bringing in. But this is Lonely Pine Bee Farm. I hope everyone is doing well. Stay safe. Keep yourself clean, as far as keeping your hands washed, because of the coronavirus going around in the United States today. I live in Georgia, so just try to do the best to keep yourself healthy. God bless, and we're out.